You know what I was like during my glory days, do you?
Nigga, where your mom at? Nigga, where your mom at? What's our first topic again?
What?
Jeff Bozo.
Oh god, what a bozo. Hey, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that nigga y'all hear that nigga actually is like dying from cancer and he's just like crossing shit off his bucket list. Like go to space.
Really?
That was on his I heard that on Twitter, I think.
That nigga ain't dying.
I didn't hear that.
I think so. I think it's from a pretty credible source, I'm pretty sure. I think he's dying. He said he's dying from cancer. That's why he's bald.
He's always been bald.
Marcus, you're frozen. Reset your camera, mate. I'm just telling y'all what I heard from a reliable source on Twitter.
It would be
About
bigger news
what?
if he had cancer.
I mean,
Who's the source?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna see if I can find it on Twitter again.
I mean, I could see it making sense because he's not part of Amazon anymore. So
Right.
kind of like a power move where they don't want to lose they don't want their stock to go down because their leader's dying, but also I don't know.
That nigga ain't dying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, he is.
I don't think he is.
Hold on.
Because you hear on Twitter,
I'm gonna
it would
find
be- it would be bigger news. And his space company's old. Like he's had this space company forever.
He's been dying forever.
No, people don't just die
Everybody
forever.
dying forever.
Dang, Shotty deep. Shotty deep.
Here, I'm gonna post it. Here.
I bet not get no virus from this.
Why the fuck can I move these around?
Nigga, didn't he tweet?
Eric, you so
that
fucking
he was
annoying.
a rumor?
You are a fucking idiot. Yo, I cannot stand you, Eric. You are fucking hilarious. Oh my god. You are, you know what? You kind of funny, man. You kind of funny. Yo.
Oh shit.
I should have been on Twitter more today, man. I feel stupid as fuck.
Shit. God damn.
Man, I'm gonna have to make a clip of that.
Holy shit. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast formerly known as formerly known as Tapped In.
Podcast formerly known as Tapped In.
Welcome back. This is a podcast formerly known as Tapped In, and I'm your host.
Podcast known as formerly
Tapped. All right, y'all. This is your host, Eric D. Andrews. You know, we out here with the will of the D.
Yes.
Going hard, going strong. Eating extremely unhealthy lately. Like I've been eating
what was your last meal?
Gas station food. Gas station rollers. I go
gas
hard
station
on those,
dick
bro.
pills.
Hey, no, that's just when I'm trying to feel something. That's like my depression pills, bro.
Damn.
You know, hey, try them out.
No, I'm good, man.
That'll
I feel
get
like
that.
that's gonna like fuck some
that'll-
shit up in my body or something.
Yeah,
You know,
you're gonna get a heaping dose of serotonin. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
You ain't gonna be used to it. Yeah, eating gross out here. Gas station rollers. As always, we got our co-host Marcus. What's up, Mar?
Yo, it's Funko Poppy. You know what
Mar-
I'm
Mar.
saying? I'm a collector now, y'all. I'm getting into my vinyl figurines.
Funko Poppy.
I got a couple Funkos. I got a couple kid robots. You know what
Oh,
I'm
shit.
saying? I got some shit in the mail. I'm gonna have to give y'all a studio tour at some point because my shit is popping, bro.
You need to make some vinyls.
Bro, yes, that's
Mhm.
basically where I'm at. I need to talk to you later, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see you always on your shit, Marcus. As always, we got our other co-host. We got Alex Riley, Lil Lavi, Lil
Mr.
Lubricant,
Deeds.
Mr. Deeds,
Man,
Yes,
I'm here.
sir.
I'm here.
Mr. What's in your wallet,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be pocket watching.
Mr. Pocket Watcher.
Yeah.
Mr. Greenwall. Mr.
Show me your
Greenback.
return.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Show me them tax returns.
How much you pay in taxes last year? I want to
Exactly.
know, shorty.
Show the
Oh,
docs.
yeah, we gonna get into it.
Yeah,
We gonna get into it. That's the first topic of this episode. Alex's taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They
last
do-
but not
they do me
least,
wrong too.
last but not least, we got Mr. DoorDash himself, young
Ooh.
Davon,
Nigga, I'm
Mr.
on
Side
DoorDash.
Hustle, Mr. Lyft, Mr. Uber, Mr. Airbnb.
Yo,
was
Eric.
good.
You better put some respect on that man's name, man.
That's Mr. Trim, Master
Yes.
Trim.
That's
Nah.
Master Trim.
Never.
That's Denver Davon.
Denver Davon. We got
Grandmaster
out of town
Flash.
Alex and Denver
Buster Pearl
Davon.
Davon.
What? Ew. Ew.
Hey man, that's what I heard.
Free Davon.
Hmm?
Free
Davon
Davon.
ain't never been more free. What you talking about?
Yeah,
I
Davon is
like
liberated.
that. What you mean?
Davon's
Yeah.
liberated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We back here again, y'all. We going strong. We consistent as fuck. Fuck with us. Fuck with the gang one time if you feeling yourself. If you feeling froggy, if you feeling real nasty, tap into the podcast formerly known as Tapped In. Obviously, you're listening to it right
Hey.
now if you can hear me.
If you feeling nasty, DM Davon right now.
DM Davon right now
He
at
gonna get you right.
DM him at silky smooth nastiness at gmail.com.
Dang. Hey,
Make
how'd
sure
you
y'all
nab
slide
that? You
him
don't
an
even got
email.
no numbers. You silky smooth.
Hey, he got the
nastiness
original.
number one.
The-
Oh man. Oh
the
man.
original. Hey, no numbers
Hey, don't be
behind that.
coy, man. Don't be coy.
Don't be shy, Davon. We got
What?
you.
Boy got his own theme song.
Mm.
Yeah, today we got some topics for y'all. You know, as always, we got some hot button shit to talk about. Things, a lot of weird stuff is going on. Jeff Bezos out here going to fucking space. That's a strange thing. I heard it was on his bucket list.
If you had the opportunity.
Huh?
Said you wouldn't go to space if you had the opportunity.
I would love to go to space. I'm very interested in going to
Yeah.
space. I think it'd be really dope.
I can't even
I don't blame that nigga. I would do it too.
If I had the money, I'd definitely go. Like fuck that.
It's insane that he just can do that. Like he's just like,
Really
I
is.
have all the money in the fucking world. What do I want to do? I'm gonna go to space. I'm not a fucking astronaut. I mean, he's an astronaut now. He just went to space. Does that automatically make him an astronaut, or is an astronaut like a job?
No, he's an astronaut. He got his wings.
Yeah, he can literally do anything, and I feel like that type of power is insane. He's like a superhuman.
So to put this into further context, the week before, Richard Branson went to space with Virgin Galactic, his space company, and took a bunch of people up as well. And people have an issue.
I thought that was unmanned.
No, he was in it. In fact, there's video of him going up. Bezos didn't have video for some reason.
Is that why the stock was up last week, Marcus? Because they went to space.
Oh yeah, because
Virgin
they were
Galactic,
about to go to
yeah. Oh,
space.
yeah.
Hey, Alex, you still got shares?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
A
hold
Virgin
on to those, man.
Galactic?
Yeah. Me and Alex hopped in earlier this year on Virgin
Yeah.
Galactic.
I
I sold
get
some of them
more.
while they were up.
I kept mine. I should have sold some while they're up, to be honest. But I'm gonna buy some more soon.
No, y'all should just
Yeah.
hold that shit.
Yeah, we should just hold it, honestly. But you know, getting into it, it's just these billionaires that are going up to space. And it's a bit of a pissing contest. Bezos actually announced that he was going to go to space before Richard Branson. And then Richard Branson was like, well, I'm going to go next week. And that's basically what he did.
How mad y'all think Elon is?
Elon was at Richard Branson's, actually.
Oh,
Elon
was.
Elon Musk actually has a ticket on Richard Branson's space company.
Oh, that's dope.
Because he was down in New Mexico. What's his name? Is it Khaled? You guys know Khaled, the singer?
Oh, Khalid?
Yeah. Khalid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Khaled.
Or Khaled. I don't know.
He was down in New Mexico too. He was performing at the space launch for Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic made it a whole production. You know, they had music guests, they had a bunch of people up there. I think Blue Origins was a lot more low key, and you know,
this shit's honestly kind of bizarre. Like, niggas is just going up to space all willy nilly. Like, I know they're trying to commercialize it or whatever, but like,
yeah, it's
I
not
feel like
willy nilly for Virgin Galactic has been going up to space. This is the first one. This is the first commercial flight, but you know, they're constantly testing their spaceships, and that's just kind of where we're at right now. Is that these billionaires have companies. Elon Musk has SpaceX that does a lot of work for NASA. They don't do commercial flights because they get paid to take satellites and shit up, you know?
yeah, and their goal is like to get to fucking Mars or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely been those actual rumors that, you know, billionaires are trying the fastest way to get off planet because they know something that we don't. Y'all fuck with those types of conspiracy theories?
Nah.
If there's anything to it.
They're not getting to space fast enough for it to be like, oh, everybody's on a rush. If they knew that the world was going to end in the next 20 years, they'd be trying a lot harder. I mean, if the world was to end 10 years from today and they knew that, they'd be looking for more viable means to get off world. Because even like in our lifetime, we'll have people in space, but we're not going to have people living in space without all of the help from Earth, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not harvesting asteroids yet for like ice and minerals and resources. Like Earth is going to be the home base for a hot minute for the foreseeable future. Like even if we were to land on Mars tomorrow, we'll still need everything from Earth, you know?
Quick question. If the planet was knowingly ended and there is an arc to get off, would y'all go on the arc? Or would y'all just go down with Earth?
If I was able to, I don't know, because I feel like that wouldn't be something that regular people would be able to just like hop on. I feel like unless they had a shit ton of arcs. And then
I mean, if you can go in this scenario. I feel like say we do get to another planet, that's gonna be a lot of work. All you're gonna be doing is working for the newer generations.
That's what I was thinking. And also, I don't know if I could just like leave my family and friends behind just like that. Maybe if I was like the selected one and all my homies had to stay or some shit like that, or I don't know if like all my family's going on the arc or some shit like that. But
Bruh,
I think I would go just for the ride, and then when we get there, I'll just jump off.
The end of world parties would be so much
them
litter
shits would be buzzing.
than the entire
shits
rest
would
of
be-
your
them
life
shits would
living
crack.
in space. I guarantee.
Oh yeah, it'd be way
Living-
funner to stay on
living
Earth.
with gravity, it'd be way fun. Everybody would just be lit. The arc would be like, here's your daily food
You getting all
ration
types of
and
stomach
like
aches and shit
fucking
because it's like
man,
no
fuck all
gravity. That shit would suck. And then when you get to the wherever they get to, you just build it. You're going to be working all day, and there's no internet up there. You're not doing shit.
that's a good point. Yeah, I'd probably stay. Now that y'all put it like that. I just quit my fucking job. Like, you know what?
Fuck
Hey,
that,
yo,
it's no
God.
internet, I'd rather die.
Hey, yo,
I didn't think about like the work.
ain't no internet in space. Hell no. Ain't no Xbox in space. Well, they probably got Xbox, but all offline shit. Ain't nothing online.
Yeah, 'cause
You playing
can't get, like,
GTA
shit.
story mode.
You can't even play that. You need to have an Xbox membership to even load that bitch
GTA
up.
story. mode is
What?
good,
Are you
though.
serious?
I'm pretty sure you need like most Xbox games. You need a membership regardless if you play like the story mode or not.
You'll need the internet to download all the extra shit.
Yeah,
You know, when you buy a new game, you need the internet. Like, so you're not doing shit.
I mean,
You
I
might
can
be able to play
Switch.
Smash,
Yeah, I can play my Switch against the computer, which is
Yeah.
cool, I guess. But
and there's probably other people on there you could play Smash with. But like,
I'd
I
be
don't
on
know.
maximum dirt if I was in the arc. Like, yo,
Of
my
course,
wife ain't here. Like,
Hey,
where you from?
we know it's off planet, bro.
That's a whole different situation. Especially if I knew I wasn't coming back.
Yeah,
I'm starting a new family.
exactly.
You would literally have to probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fuck for sure because they're gonna have to, get that population up. There's,
But no,
there's,
I
there's
don't think,
they're
like,
gonna probably make you fuck somebody unsavory
I'm
Why?
sure.
because I'm sure they're gonna have to, like start keeping track of like the birth shit, so you don't incest.
If we could get to new planets, I think by that time women would be able to have babies without men.
One would hope.
Oh,
Yeah.
in your living room,
Yeah.
not with Zuko. Zuko
That
will
the
knock that
dog
shit
might
down.
knock over.
Exactly. Or eat it.
I'm trying to go to Kepler 22b.
Fuck no. What?
That place is horrible.
Hell no.
That's the only place I want to go
Kepler
to.
22b.
I'm
Fuck
trying to
no.
play in one of them snake holes.
Oh hell no. I can't wait to finish that show. I can't wait till we get back on that because I need to know what the fuck is going
Oh
on.
yeah.
You
Also
know
wanted
why-
to ask this question because people always say that they should use their money for shit here on Earth and help people here. And I was just wondering if y'all feel
Oh, the billionaires.
billionaires should be obligated to help people.
That's a tough question.
Can I answer first? Unless
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I'm gonna say yes, just because most billionaires don't pay any taxes. So that's
Yes.
probably my biggest reason for them.
Billionaires should literally just pay taxes. You right.
Yeah,
Alex.
I mean, if they pay taxes, then I would be like, no, then they shouldn't have to just be obligated to give their money because they work for that shit. But since they don't pay taxes, then I feel like you have to give back. Like you can't just like cheat the system like that, even though they
For
do.
real.
So you shouldn't be saying like they shouldn't end world hunger and homelessness, but
I
if it was
mean, I
paying
don't
their
think
taxes,
you
you'll
can
be
blame a
cool.
billionaire for like world hunger. I mean, I feel like that's more of like a government's responsibility. So you can't put that on like one particular billionaire, even though they do have the money. But I feel like they shouldn't be obligated. I mean, it would be nice
Well,
if they helped for sure.
The problem with like a issue like world hunger is that it's not so cut and dry where a billionaire can just be like, you know what, I'm gonna end world hunger, take this money. There's no institution in place right now that could take $1 billion or a billionaire's money to end world hunger. There's all these like geopolitical bullshit that you have to deal with. You know what I mean? Like if you were to end world hunger in a certain country, you'd have to go through their government. Well, if their government is a dictatorship regime, then they would use these to benefit, their side of things. You know what I mean? It's a matter of logistics. I think a lot more could be done to help people, but when talking about like ending world hunger, it's just, I don't think it's as simple just because everything's so fucked up already. I do think that there should be more of an emphasis of like making the world a better place than space. And I think that the billionaires sort of can sleep at night thinking that the space race that we're going through right now eventually will benefit mankind. But yeah, like Alex said, they should literally just pay taxes. And then I feel like that'd be super good.
I'd say my thoughts on this, on like the billionaires in general, are maybe a little radical, but I think it should be illegal to be a multi-billionaire. I think there should be systems in place to where if one person or company or whatever is making over fucking $2-3 billion, like what, annually, the excess of that should go to shit to fix the fucking planet, because we know the planet is broken, and
Absolutely.
billionaires are just hoarding resources. And of course we can say it's not their fault people are still on the streets, it's not their fault, homelessness is at an all-time high or whatever, but I feel like there can be regulations in place to where, sure, people can make gross amounts of money that they'll never use in 70 lifetimes, uh, but they, you know, shit's still getting fixed on the planet. Like right now, it's pretty much. I feel like right now everything is just for the individual. Like nothing's going into making things better. It's just you get what you get and you keep it for yourself. That's pretty much it. Like, of course, there are people who aren't billionaires who'd love to help. Like, I'm sure any of us, if we had that type of money, we would, help without even a fucking hesitation. Maybe that's because we have experienced, lower
Be
class, middle
poor.
class, or poverty. Exactly. And usually people who are billionaires haven't. 90, if not 100% of the time, they have not. So maybe they can't relate and they just don't know that experience. So they're just like, it doesn't exist to me. But also, most of these people are building these billions of dollars on the backs of people who are in poverty.
That's true.
So I think in that type of I think they have that. I think in that they have an obligation, like that they're using us to, you know, fund their fucking trips to space for fun.
Yeah, I mean, it is slave labor, man. Like,
Yeah,
there's
especially
no way around.
Amazon.
Even if you do get paid a wage at Amazon, those warehouse workers are still being overworked and still not getting paid enough.
It would never be enough. That's
There
the
was a
thing with
thing. There was
Amazon.
a
It would
thing that just
never be
came
enough.
out. There's a thing that just came out, and it said that the minimum wage across the country is not enough to live in
Yeah.
any of the cities.
Mm-mm. Which is why the minimum wage is supposed to be a living wage, but no one can live off a minimum wage. Not a single person, because the cost of living is way too high.
Mhm.
And of course, right wing counters to, oh, raising the minimum wage, you're going to raise the cost of living. But the point is, the cost of living has been like growing for
Yeah.
the past so many years, while the minimum wage has only recently gone up to what, like $10, is it?
Some places not
I think
even
it's
that.
like, yeah,
It's different.
yeah,
It's different in each state.
yeah. So that's not an argument. That's just
No,
regurgitated
I mean,
bullshit that they see on Facebook.
that's a great point, especially like the obligation. So yeah, in that aspect, like for like Walmart, for example, as well, they treat their employees like shit too. So I mean, I definitely think like the owners should at least like give back to them at the very least, or like I don't know, obviously pay them more, but so no, that's a good point. I didn't think about that aspect. So
And I think Amazon itself is like a whole different beast.
oh,
I don't think there's enough they can pay Amazon workers for it to be worth it to work under those conditions, because at the end of the day, we're fucking human beings. And they're I don't know the complete details, but I've heard shit like they can't use the bathroom when they want to, which sounds illegal. Pretty sure it is illegal. They can't sit down, like they literally cannot sit down. Their breaks are extremely like micromanaged, and sometimes they don't get the breaks that they are supposed to get, more than likely because they signed a contract saying, if we need you, you might have to skip a break. So they're exempt from any legal action, or everybody just thinks is normal
Is
and
their
are too.
working conditions partly our fault too, though? Especially if you shop at Amazon.
I
mean,
don't
I
think
think
it
it's
has
like
to be like that.
All
I
we
don't,
doing
I
is
don't, I don't think the
consuming.
fault can fall on us at all.
Mm-mm.
As consumers, we have no choice but to be in this capitalist society. They've tried
Because
the
think about it.
blackout shit. That shit doesn't make a difference, you know?
And think about it. Jeff Bezos is the richest person like on earth. He can build more facilities. He can. He just won't because he wants the money. He just wants to have the money for himself. He can easily just expand it and make working conditions better. And it'll just be the exact same production, right?
Davon, not to cut you off, Eric, but you actually worked for Amazon at one point. So how do you feel about
Yeah,
that?
what was your experience?
Well, I was a delivery driver, so
I mean, but still though.
I wasn't really working directly with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
They like contract other companies to deliver for them,
Mm.
honestly, so they don't have to deal with people that get in accidents and shit.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
So they ain't liable.
I mean, yeah.
But the warehouse here is, I don't think it's probably not as bad as in bigger cities. That's all I really got to say. I wasn't in the warehouse too much, so I really can't comment on that.
Yeah.
Mhm. I
But
hear
I
that's where
mean,
the
me being
brunt of the
me,
problems
I'm
is.
not going to fucking overwork myself for a big ass company.
Oh, I feel you.
Oh fuck no.
Avon, blink
I mean,
twice if they
that's
made you sign an NDA.
what I what?
Blink twice if they made you sign an NDA.
Oh, nigga, I wouldn't sign that shit. I would have quit on the spot.
Wait,
I was
right
just making
there.
sure, man.
Davon, I
You
wanna-
know,
Hell nah.
I would
But yeah,
100%.
me being
script.
me, I'm not gonna be
Hey,
overworked
India-
or nothing. I would
India,
bring
not-
packages back to the warehouse all the fucking time. Like I'm not
That's
delivering
funny.
that shit because it's too much.
I
That's funny.
100% feel you, dude. I won't work hard for any company because it's not fucking worth it
Yeah,
ever.
it
It's
wasn't.
not worth it to work. Like once I realized that it's not worth it to work because no amount of money is worth your time. That's the most valuable resource we have as humans, and we're giving it up for change. I stopped giving a fuck. I started quitting jobs if I didn't like them, and it's reckless behavior for sure. But I refuse to be unhappy because of a job. Like
Right.
I would rather die, and I think things could be. I don't know. I guess people have to work. There has to be employees for sure,
Yeah.
but it's
They should
become
be
too
treated with
normal.
respect.
Everyone's situation is different for sure.
It's become way too normal for companies to not give a shit. It's sick. It's sickening. It makes me sick to my stomach.
So ban billionaires for you, huh?
I've been behind that. I'm so serious, dude. I think
feel
it
that.
should be illegal to be a
there
billionaire.
should be
It should be illegal.
a tax. Yeah.
Or billionaire
Or there,
tax.
a billionaire cap, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be. And I know there's tons of people who are like, oh no, he's making the money. He should be able to keep it. Like, first off, nobody makes $1 billion without stepping on a large, massive group of people. Like, you don't just get to be a billionaire just because you work hard. Like, no, that's not how shit works.
I
Like,
feel you though.
Hey, speaking of billionaire, y'all hear? LeBron James is the first player
I saw
to
that.
become a billionaire.
He's a
for
billionaire?
playing the sport. He was just dubbed a billionaire.
I think he said he was the first athlete to like earn $1 billion in his career.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if
that's
he's like a
fucking
billionaire, but-
crazy.
which is crazy considering like Jordan, you would think he would be the first, but
I feel like Jordan didn't start making like money from the Jordan brand until after he was already retired.
I mean, but yeah, true. But I think just the fact that how much his shoes sell alone, like, would have put him. I mean, would have branched. I got him there, but I guess not. But yeah, that's just crazy.
Well, is the argument from him making $1 billion from basketball, or him making $1 billion as a basketball player?
It's just in general, just like his earnings, like sponsorships, like not everything like basketball, non-basketball related, basketball related, just like total revenue earned.
So would you want to ban LeBron from being a billionaire? That nigga grew up, came from nothing.
I meant like a multi-billionaire. Like you shouldn't be able to have $10 billion. I think if LeBron made $10 billion from basketball, he shouldn't have.
I mean,
And
but
it should never be like.
I don't know if LeBron's the best example because he does give back a lot.
He
gonna say,
does. No, he does.
But that's-
I doubt that he would be the type of person. I don't know LeBron James. I don't fucking know. But I know that he does give back a lot. He does a lot of shit for the community. He's made schools. He writes children books and shit like that. He does a lot.
He's in Space Jam.
Yeah, and he was in fucking Space Jam. And not to say that all billionaires like are just completely selfish people. I don't know them. I think it takes a certain type of person to be able to hoard that type of money. Like, I think that is kind of gross, truly. I don't know. I probably sound like a jealous bitch, but it just it's just gross. Like
makes
They
sense.
should definitely pay their fair share of taxes, and if they did, I think the world would be a better place. Honestly,
Yeah,
it certainly can.
Because most likely, once you get past like a certain amount of billions, or like even millions, you can't even spend that shit. So like Eric is saying, there's like literally just holding that fucking money for what reason? Just to be selfish and like I guess set up their family, but like you can spare like 2 or 3 million, like or even like a couple million, you know. So
speaking of that, when you said that, Alex, it reminded me. There's this dude or user on Reddit. He made this fucking website where you can just spend money and see what it's like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
Like it like gives you a virtual amount of Jeff Bezos's money, and you have
It
to
wasn't
try.
Jeff Bezos. It was the Tesla.
Wasn't?
What's his
Oh,
name?
Elon. Yeah, Elon. You have to try to.
It was just
spend
like a
all.
list of shit you can buy,
It'd be
and
like
you
buy
can
the White
just
House.
spend so much fucking money.
That's fucking hilarious.
It'll be like buy 6 of the White House, and it'd be like a fraction of the fucking money he has.
You
like
just see how much fucking money he has. It's ridiculous.
You'd literally have to try to even make a dent in his money. I also saw this thing. I think it was on TikTok where this person was like representing how much money Jeff Bezos had in grains of rice, and each grain of rice represented like $100,000 or no $1 million. I think it was like $1 million or $100,000. I think. And he showed the pile, like he was like, okay, 1 grain of rice is $100,000. This amount of grain of rice is $1 million, and it was like, you know, a little hefty pile. And then he was like, okay, and I'm gonna represent how many grains of rice it would be for Jeff Bezos' money. And this nigga had to go back to the fucking store to get more bags of rice just to represent Jeff Bezos's like how much money he has in increments of hundreds of $1,000s. Like that shit was mind-boggling.
That shit is
to
crazy.
See. When you put it into perspective of how much a billion really is, it is mind-boggling and it's upsetting. Like the thing that put it into perspective for me for the first time was when somebody was like, do you know what 1,000,000 seconds is? And they're like, 1,000,000 seconds is, what is it? Hold on, in days. 1,000,000 seconds in days is 11 days.
Damn.
And 1,000,000,000 seconds in days is
110.
11,574 days.
Yeah.
And that's what really put a, like, I guess I don't know. Maybe it sounds weird that I couldn't really fathom how much a billion was compared to 1,000,000, but when I heard that for the first time, it really fucked me up. I was like, holy shit.
That's fucked up, man.
That's not okay. I don't know.
Are we talking basketball?
That was the last episode.
Basketball over.
Yeah, man, that shit done.
I thought y'all was gonna talk basketball. I thought y'all were talking a different topic. I don't know, man.
We already went through them both.
We went through both topics?
Yeah. Well,
they were kind of intertwined.
Yeah, they were kind
of. What were the topics?
Going into space.
Who am I? Oh, going into space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus.
Hey man, that's
Yeah,
me.
Marcus.
Hey, you and your birthday behavior. That's why.
Yeah, you know, nigga.
Marcus, you acting real different. It's like you're an alternate version of yourself.
I don't know if
alternate
we're
versions
ready
of
for
your-
Loki. It's been like 15 minutes.
Dude, it's been
like 30.
it's been like 30 minutes, dude.
All right.
Hey, Marcus, you a variant, bro.
Marcus is a
You're fucking up
very
the timeline.
Come get me, TVA. You won't.
oh my god.
You won't.
Speaking of variants, our buddy Loki's has gotten himself into some hijinks, seems.
Just some
Right,
trend.
boys? Right?
You bet it. You bet, Eric.
We just watched episode 5 of the Disney Plus Marvel series titled
Disney.
Loki.
Loki.
Disney Plus. Yeah.
Disney.
As always, first impressions, Marcus. First impression.
Good.
All right, Alex. First impression.
It's pretty solid, you know.
Bang.
Yeah.
All right.
Not as good as the last episode, but I still enjoyed it.
Dave. Davon. First impressions, boy.
It was all right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Alright, he said it was right. Hey Eric, what was your first impression of the episode, bro? You looking mad beautiful today. Oh, thanks, brother. My first
Hey man, who said
impression-
that?
I don't
Who
know.
said that?
I just heard it.
Hey, edit that out the pod.
Get them out the pod, man.
Hey,
It's supposed to
ain't
be
nothing wrong
us.
with
It's
complimenting
supposed to
your
be
homie.
us four.
Ain't nothing wrong with complimenting your homie.
That ain't my homie.
I appreciate whoever that was.
Hey, fuck
Get
that,
that nigga off the pod.
My first impression was it was a good episode. It was like our co-host Alex Riley said, solid episode. Solid.
Hey. The
Hey.
full name though?
Yeah, man.
Alex
What
J. Riley.
You sound like the
AJR.
Fez right now, man.
Eric, you been
fresh as
snitching
hell
again?
at the
Eric,
He got real quiet.
Eric never stopped, man.
I stay snitching.
Yeah.
I will snitch. Don't commit crimes around me. I will snitch on you.
I'm
If
not
it
gonna go
comes
on my
down
way
to
to
my
snitch.
freedom, and it's situational. If it comes down to my freedom
Eric, you be calling
against
Crime
somebody
Stoppers?
else's, I'm gonna call Crime Stoppers. I'm gonna report your ass to the bureau.
Eric, what about the crime you committed in Marshall's toilet?
Yeah. What
Hey.
about
Report me.
I'm about to
Limit
get
me.
I'm about to get Marshall
Limit
on here so you can
me.
apologize to
yeah,
him, man.
get Marshall in
I'm
here.
not apologizing to that. Let's move on.
Yo, that was Eric. We do not
That's the
know that.
pod, man.
That was Eric Andrews.
Oh
Eric,
God.
Eric Andrews.
Nigga, you
don't know
about to
my
get
middle name.
doxxed.
Dox.
By me.
Hey, dox me. Don't dox me. I got the blammy on you. So if anybody wants to come through
Well,
to
don't need-
543,
they don't need to come through to dox you. You're gonna be shooting up in the
no,
air.
that's what they're
man.
gonna do. They're gonna drop my address, 6624 North Camden Ave. Come through. I got the blammy. 681.
That's not how a dox works.
I'm doxing myself for the hose. Dox me straight to the
Anyway.
hose.
That's not your address. I'm gonna get your real address, man.
You gonna dox me to the hose so they can slide?
Hey,
What
man.
happened? What was important that went down this episode, man? I don't remember.
Everything.
What's going on? Why don't you remember any of these?
All the
episodes?
Lokis.
I don't know because oh yeah,
Alligator Loki.
Yeah, we start out in the
Goat?
void.
yeah. He thought he was in hell.
He thought he was in hell.
With
Yeah,
one
yeah, he
L.
did say that. He did say he thought he was in. Yeah. We start out the episode with Loki waking up to like what is it? Five other Lokis. There's Black Loki, Alligator Loki, Old
Kid, and
Loki,
Old.
and Kid Loki.
Yeah.
And pretty much it seems like they're the only ones left in this void. Like because we find out that there's this
You good,
beast,
Alex?
this cloud demon.
Yeah, this is bugging here, bro. I don't know if the camera picked that up or not.
It did. We all saw it.
Okay, cool.
There's this cloud monster named Eliath, which we find out he eats matter. He eats matter, and basically, when something's pruned or what do they call it? Or like when a timeline is reset, it goes to this void area, and Eliath eats it. He like consumes basically everything, and the only people who are left are the Lokis, because as who said it? Old Loki.
Loki survive.
Loki survive. That's what they do. They be jugging and bunking, and they keep it pretty. Uh, we find out that Kid Loki is like their leader because are we to assume that Kid Loki is the leader because he killed Thor?
He also said that that's his world.
Probably.
That's what somebody else said.
He said this is his kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
probably because he killed Thor.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's what made him
Does
a
that really-
very. I
Does that really
believe.
make him? Does that really make him special though?
Makes him a badass.
The black dude
Nobody
looked
else
pretty
killed
badass.
Loki.
Man,
Nah, he all he was doing was
Bitch made-
lying,
yeah.
and then yeah,
I said he looked badass.
looking how they are two separate things.
he pissed me off. I was rooting
Yeah,
for
he
him.
pissed me off too. Why? Because he was black. Hey, why
Yeah.
the black Loki got to be? No, I'm just kidding. They were literally all traitors
Hey.
because they're Lokis.
He was
Hey,
the
not
only black
alligator-
one though.
Alligator Loki solid.
Alligator Loki bit off President Loki's hand. That shit was hilarious.
That shit was funny.
Oh
And he
my
bit Black
God.
Loki.
yeah, he bit Black Loki.
President Loki.
You said what?
You said he
Hey.
bit off which Loki?
President Loki.
That's what
Oh,
they call him.
President Loki.
Yeah, because he has the vote for Loki pin on him.
Oh yeah.
Alligator Loki was about that action.
He was.
Always.
He was like, hey.
At
talk
the
shit,
drop of
get
a
hit.
pin needle, man.
He was not fucking around. I fucks with Alligator Loki too. He's
I
pretty
actually
cool.
like all those Lokis. The Kid
Yeah.
Loki was interesting because we don't necessarily know the circumstances in which he killed Thor, but like Kid Loki wasn't very mischievous. He was more of a leader. He didn't try to betray the other Lokis. He seemed
Yeah,
sort
he was
of
more honorable.
He was more reserved, yeah. And then
was
old
interesting-
Loki was wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting that Kid Loki was like, like more honorable as a kid. Like it wouldn't make sense because that's probably when he was like most mischievous, when he was like a kid. Old Loki, it makes more sense for him to be, honorable because he's so wise and he's lived it all and he's seen it all. So he's like, I'm not even about that fucking trader life anymore. I'm just doing my old thing. I'm about that magic. Oh, we also learned that old Loki, he's about the magic shit.
He's
Like
strong
he
as
says
fuck.
earlier.
He's a big enchanter.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he says earlier in the episode, he's like, Lokis don't need daggers. They slow us
Yeah.
down. He kind of alludes to Lokis being extremely powerful magic users. Because he's like, look, the daggers just slow us down. Like we don't need it. Like, and it kind of, brings us to the conclusion that Loki's only like the daggers because they're flashy. And that's
Yeah.
kind of a Loki thing.
And that old Loki, I mean, we got a taste of his power because he
Oh,
conjured
yeah.
those copies of himself of the whole group, and those
Mhm.
copies were actually fucking other Lokis up. And then
Not only-
obviously
yeah.
in the big crescendo where he recreated an entire scale model of Asgard, and like
Shit was crazy.
that shit was
That
tight.
shit was crazy, yeah.
Shit
I
was
like
crazy as fuck. Yeah.
He was a badass, man. R.I.P. to a real one.
All right,
Right.
fucking P to old man Loki. He was
I
dope.
feel bad for Kid Loki now because Kid Loki's all alone.
He got crocodile Loki.
You got alligator Loki, right?
I keep saying crocodile when he's
And-
clearly an alligator.
But only old Loki could understand alligator Loki. So Kid Loki's gonna have to like learn or something, you know?
Mm. Which I mean, he has the potential to, I guess.
Y'all think he'll come back?
Who, old Loki or Kid
Loki.
Loki?
Kid Loki.
I think he'll come back from the void in season 2 sometime, maybe.
You think he's gonna join the new Avengers?
The
He's-
new Avengers.
Yeah,
He could.
he's part of the he's part of the Kid Avengers. Yeah, the Kate Bishop. They're like setting it up so that all of these like new Avengers are already in the MCU. So like Kid Loki, the Kate Bishop, which is Hawkeye's daughter, Wiccan, and that other boy that are Wanda and Vision's kids. Like right now they have a pretty good lineup. And if they do Kangs, then it's gonna be Iron Lad's also on that team, you know. It seems
Iron
like
Lad.
they could set up like a team pretty soon. I don't know.
Mhm.
But if it's really me,
I don't see
Yeah.
it happen.
you don't think so?
No.
The other thing
We
is they
also-
probably won't be a kid for too much longer.
That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also see Sylvie get betrayed by Rock's Ravonna.
Ravonna,
She
that
kind of
bitch.
yeah, dude, she's a fucking
Oh.
asshole.
Man, I love her.
I mean, I love her
Of
too, but
course
she's
you
still a
do.
dick. She was trying to gain
Baby girl.
oh god, she was trying to gain
Baby
Sylvie's
girl.
trust because she seems to also be pretty
Questioning
thrown off.
things.
Yeah, she's questioning things, but she's still in line. For some reason,
Yeah.
she still feels like she
She's
needs
like
to follow the
questioning
order.
things on her own time, you know, like
Yeah,
she wants to find answers within the TVA without like overthrowing it.
She's just a puppet.
your
Yep.
puppet. Yeah, but she's not a puppet though because she's not even being controlled. Well, she is, but she's not even being controlled by anybody.
Well,
Like,
at this
she's
point,
just doing stuff.
she's just doing what is expected of her, like what her job is.
I think she has
Because
purpose issues.
That's
yeah,
being a puppet.
I think she doesn't know anything else to do unless she's given a different reason for being. And I think she's playing it from a more calculated role where she's not going to just leave the TVA when she's still in a position of power to learn what the TVA is even about. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, my stomach hurts. We see Sylvie
Go take care of business, man.
prune herself. Yeah. So Sylvie ends up pruning herself. Nigga. Anyways, Sylvie ends up pruning herself because she finds out that Loki's in the void, which is at the end of time. The end of time. It's not really the end, it's just the most recent part of it, I guess you can call it.
Well, it's kind of like the furthest point that you can go.
Yeah, the furthest point, yeah. That's the void. And we know that you can't make Nexus events in this area. And I don't know if they can, well, I guess they can pad to it probably. But she prunes herself to get there. Like, you know, I guess that's the fastest way. The prune sticks are
they pad out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mobius, how he gets back, he gets a pad and he pads out.
Mm-hmm. And we learned that Mobius is still alive. He's jugging and bunking in the void as well.
Found the car. He was whipping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He found a pizza car. That landscape in the void is pretty interesting because we see a lot of indications of other connections to the MCU and the MCU like multiverse.
Hella Easter
right?
eggs.
You know, there's a crashed shield hella carrier. Yep. There's an Avengers Tower that says Kang on it instead of the A for Avengers.
We see Throg.
Which one is Throg? The frog Thor in the jar? Yeah.
Yep.
We see
or what?
Yeah, underground.
Yeah, when they're like painting on the ground, we see a Mjolnir, and we also see
hammer.
Frog Thor in a what's it called?
In a jar.
In a jar.
There's
Yeah.
also a helicopter
Also-
that says Thanos on it.
Yeah, the Thanos copter, which is a helicopter that Thanos flew in for whatever reason.
To get
I don't know.
around, nigga.
I mean,
Transportation.
you would think this person would have better shit than a fucking helicopter. He's a Titan.
Yeah, but you know, it's a different. it's a multiverse thing, man. It doesn't make sense. There's also an alligator Loki, man. This episode was pretty funny because there was like Loki was like, I'm not the alligator didn't even surprise me or something along those lines,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're just sort of going with the strangeness of it all, which is kind of cool because it's strange at the level of the comics, which is what a lot of movies kind of shy away from because they don't want to get too weird too quickly. At this point, the MCU can do whatever they want, and it's usually in these little endeavors that it's the funnest to watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, last Loki we see is not last one. Another Loki we see is like this Loki that looks like a fucking motorcycle or something. I don't know what that's about, but I thought it was really funny. He has like the motorcycle handlebars on his head.
Oh, he has bike handlebars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
For whatever fucking reason.
There's all these like weird Mad Max ones and all that.
Yeah.
It's just silly, but it's fun. We have fun.
Yeah.
And then
We
they
have fun in
enchant
the Marvel
Eliath,
universe.
and Eliath opens up. He busts it open, and you see the final where the finale takes place. You know, you see a manor at the end of time through a doorway in Eliath, and you're left with a mystery.
Yep,
who
it's a
lives there?
cliffhanger.
What's
And
going on?
y'all think that the area looks, kind of like the quantum realm a little bit? No? Might.
Yeah.
No? Okay. No, we're scrapping that theory.
I don't know. I don't think that area particularly looks like the quantum realm. I think the TVA is for sure in the quantum realm, but that area looks like something else.
So they enchanted Eliath.
They what?
RP my boy
Did they
Elias.
enchant Eliath or what? What did they do?
Yeah, she did it. She did enchant Elias. That's when he turned green. They both did. Yeah, Loki learned enchanting powers. He tapped into them.
So I mean, he enchanted, or he got enchanted, and then this castle appears. Is that what happened?
No, they both enchanted Elias.
Were they like in Eliath's memories or what? That's what I'm trying to ask.
I don't know how that works. I guess if
you
enchant him, a door open.
I think the portal to wherever they're going is inside of Eliath, and in order to access it, they need to be able to control Eliath.
What?
Eliath busted open.
He busted wide open to another realm.
Well, she enchanted, kind of like knocked out. So I'm wondering, did they like knock out Eliath?
Yeah, he looked dazed. He stopped moving.
Maybe they just saw it.
And then he was like hiding the castle or something. I don't know.
He was hiding the castle door in Eliath.
Did they go into it?
I don't know.
Not until the next
episode. Or did they just see it?
They just like looked at it. In the next episode, they go through it.
Oh, so yeah, Eliath must be a door.
I guess.
Oh,
you upset about it?
Kind of.
Why?
Why? Explain.
Talking shit.
Well, Eliath is a creature. How is he a door to somewhere?
I mean, he could be multiple things. He eats everything. He eats fucking mass.
So this door is just eating shit.
You ain't never seen a hungry door?
I mean, maybe he's well, don't all doors eat?
Ooh. Damn. What
They don't-
eats but has no stomach? A door.
A door.
Mm.
Dang.
They eat hella shit. Maybe him consuming things and just sending them through fucking portals and stuff.
Eric, you so fucking deep.
I know.
I guess I
This
don't
is-
know. I just don't understand how them enchanting this creature
Bro, me
brought them to
neither.
this
But
place.
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
figure it out
whatever.
next episode.
I'll let it slide, I guess.
No, I don't let it slide.
let it slide, Davon, please, for me.
Hey, man, I got you.
All right.
God.
Ivan,
So
you falling
tight
down
up.
That's the pod, y'all.
Nigga.
That's the pod. But that is the pod, y'all. Thank you sincerely
Yeah.
for tapping in.
Follow me at Omega Marcussis. Follow Eric at Darkwing Daddy. Follow Alex at Dreamboat Greenboat. And
Oh,
follow
yeah.
Davon at the
LaQuavius
Ubermacht.
Jenkins.
That was a quick one. Hey, we back.
Hey, we back.
We
man.
back with another episode of Formerly Known.
We about to just shoot the shit now.
Yeah. I can't. I gotta go get my cheddar.
Kai does not
Y'all
look like
gonna,
what I thought he looked like, Marcus.
Rate the episode.
You ain't never seen Kai, Alex?
No, I
We
just saw
didn't rate the episode.
your Instagram video.
That's what I'm saying. What y'all rating it?
Man, 7.5.
Everybody rated it at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go.
7.5.
7.5.
You're fucking annoying. Marcus, you give it a 7.5? You have anything else
I
to
think
say
we
about
have
it?
7.5s across the board, and let me tell you why.
I got
We're
a
team.
7.
Okay, we all got 7s then, because we're a
I got a
team.
7.5. Draw a little
And-
dragon nuzzling a unicorn next to mine.
You ain't never seen it like that, dog.
Davon, why you get a 7? What a? You
It's
seem very
shoddy.
underwhelmed by this episode.
You didn't
I've
like this
never called
episode.
that
You
nigga
didn't like
shoddy.
the different Lokis and the end time.
Eliath.
Yeah, I thought the different Lokis was cool. The fight they had was funny because
Mhm.
they keep playing themselves.
Betraying each other.
I feel like they
Yeah.
should have played the Benny Hill theme song after, like, over them like fighting.
What's the
You know
Benny
what I'm
Hill
talking
theme
about?
song like that?
It's like
that one?
no, it's like that.
The
Yeah, that one.
or the
I feel like
remix.
that would have been funny. Yeah. Wait, there's a remix. Alex, why you give it a 7.5? What a?
It was cool. It wasn't as good as the last one. I think I gave the last episode like an 8 or an 8.5.
Mhm.
I can look at
But
the ledger.
it was like one of those two. But I mean, it's still a solid episode. I really like all the different Lokis. I really fuck with
Mhm.
the old Loki and Alligator Loki. I thought those were two very interesting characters.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I really like that world they were in. I thought that was pretty interesting to seeing like all that like post-apocalyptic kind of vibe.
Yeah, it was kind of kooky, huh?
Yeah, it was cool.
Kind of kooky.
So yeah, 7.5. You know,
Eric, why'd you give it a 6?
I gave it a 7.5 because, like Alex was saying, he's my role model. So I just go off what he's saying.
Yeah.
And
I'm your role model?
it just wasn't as good. It just wasn't as good as the last.
I'm probably like the
episode.
worst role model you could have.
I never said I was a role model. Who said
I
that?
actually thought this episode was really good. I just think,
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it.
I think it
I
was
like
cool.
Alternate universe versions of people, but I
What do you
feel
think
like
the alternate version of you is doing right now? What's your variant? Probably planking. Yeah.
planking.
All
Yeah.
of Eric's alternate versions right now in this instant are planking.
I don't know. I've never been presented with the choice to plank, so I don't think I would have. I would take that path.
You wouldn't willingly plank? You don't willingly plank?
Nah.
It's a
Or
good
There
work.
was
against
a-
my will.
There was a
It's
year
good
that
workout.
all we did at Alex's house was plank
Yeah.
I hate
and jump
planking.
off the roof.
Yeah. X fucked himself up doing it.
Oh yeah.
I can see that happening. But yeah, that's the pod, y'all. Thanks for
What you trying to
tapping in.
say?
Tap
Hold up.
into
Let's get
another
X on here real
episode
quick.
Yeah, let X share
of
his side of the
formerly
story.
known as Tapped In.
Hey, your nails is. You need to trim your nails, man. They got dookie under them.
No, they don't.
Now you don't want to show the nail.
My nails
You
are
gotta
clean.
check it first.
My nails are. I did
You
because
had to make
I work
sure there was
outside.
no dookie back
I work
there.
outside, man. My nails.
You
be
work
getting-
in houses,
my
nigga.
nails be getting. Nigga, I work outside too.
You a house nigga.
Yeah, for
I
real.
am a house nigga. I am. It seems much more comfy.
Hey, don't admit to that.
Seems like a comfy, cushy life.
You your own
Mhm.
man.
Let's
What
do
y'all
this
getting
fucking
into tonight,
podcast.
man?
I gotta go. I'm about to.
Man, I might be in Denver tonight, honestly.
Hey, don't ask me that, bro. Don't ask me that.
Let's talk about it, boys.
Just kidding. I'm not getting into shit. I'm about to go find something to eat.
I
Hey,
thought
where
you
you
were
about
going
to
to
eat
pick
at?
up your kids.
I'm about to.
You about to pick up the work?
No.
The work about to
Bastard.
come to you?
I stay worked up, man. I'm cuffed.
No.
Dang.
Marcus. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
Come on, Eric. Don't be like that. Eric. All right, then.
I'm still here.
Look how Eric is frozen.
This shit is stupid.
Look like a cheese ball.
I am a cheese ball. All right, y'all. I'm out.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, but you still here?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
You
Hey, I can't
frozen.
leave. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You frozen.
What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Hey, come on. Fuck, now my shit is like not
We're-
responding.
We're your friends, Eric.
Hey, this is y'all keep me. I didn't.
Oh, Eric.
Nigga, you stuck in Zoom.
He'll
Zoom is
never
your life.
leave. All we hear is him struggling, man. He's just fucking stuck like Loki in the void. I don't want to end it now because I want to keep him in Zoom.